Welcome back, guys. It's your boy KIDSTATIIC. I am back with another video. Today we'll be reacting to why Sasuke Uchiha is misunderstood. Now, Sasuke is one of my favorite characters in Naruto. He definitely is misunderstood, and a lot of people see Sasuke as like an emo guy, which it's definitely understandable. But when you understand his background, it really makes sense why he is the way he is. And yeah, man, let's get into it. I'm definitely excited to react to this, so stay tuned.
In Naruto, there's so many well-rounded and well-written characters, and honestly, it's too many to even name. But when you touch into Sasuke, Naruto's rival, it goes into a whole deeper level. In today's video, we're going to be dissecting and going over why Sasuke is not only pure genius, but has some of the best writing in the show. Picking up from the beginning, we see Sasuke and his dynamic with Naruto, and we're honestly kind of confused of why Sasuke is the way he is. See, we haven't got any backstory of what really happened to Sasuke. We just know that in the introduction with Kakashi, he just wanted to kill a special someone. But we do know that his family name, he's the only one with that name at the time of the Naruto Part 1 series. So we know that his clan has been wiped out or per se gone, but we don't know why or how. We later learned that it was his brother that killed the entire clan, and by this happening, Sasuke vowed to get his revenge on his brother and soon later kill him later in life. And his brother even told him, if you want to kill him, possess the eyes that I have. And he showed him the Mangekyo Sharingan and put him to one of the strongest jutsus ever in the series. And this ends up becoming Sasuke's core value, his drive of what he's living for, to get the revenge on Itachi. And so much to the point where he doesn't care about anything else but that one thing in his life. But until he became a teammate with Naruto and Sakura. See, Sasuke was always seen as the genius in the classroom, and obviously one of the coolest and the easier persons when it comes to how to do jutsu and how to complete tasks in the ninja world. But he never really was close with anybody after the massacre until he met Naruto and even Sakura. When we see them go on missions, and the dynamic of him and Naruto is probably one of the best rivalries in anime history, but it also shows that even though Sasuke and Naruto are both warring with each other, but in the inside, they are perfect to be friends with each other. But we also do know that Itachi told Sasuke that he would have to kill one of his best friends or his best friend to receive the eyes, so he knew that eventually he would have to kill a best friend to get the Mangekyo Sharingan, and he was willing to do this as we see in the final valley, but he ended up turning away from it because he told himself he doesn't want to achieve the power that Itachi received in that way. He wants to be Itachi in his own way. But the funny thing about Sasuke is he truly believed that he would be able to reach that power by being at the leaf. We could see that him being under Kakashi's tutelage, he stuck real close to Kakashi because Kakashi has his own Sharingan and it could help him progress his Sharingan as well. And Kakashi ended up teaching him one of his most deadly and most powerful jutsus, the Chidori, and Sasuke added this to his arsenal. And honestly, Sasuke was feeling like he was on the top of the world. He came back in the Chunin exams and was the strongest we've ever seen him. But then we figure out later on that Itachi has come back to the village to get Naruto, and this is where Sasuke's all the memories start tunneling in, and we learn a little bit about the past of what happened back then. And Sasuke's rushing urgently to try to get to where Naruto's at, and he finds and sees Itachi. And up until this point, Sasuke has been through what it's like to almost see death, and he's been through what it's like to fight for his comrades, and he thinks he's finally caught up to Itachi, but he didn't. Itachi breaks his spirit yet again and puts him into the same jutsu that he was put in all those years ago. And this changes Sasuke's whole ideology of what was going on in his world as far as how he was moving towards Itachi's power. He thought every day he was training and closing that gap, he sees him and it's nothing but the same, just like it was in the past. And it completely flips what Sasuke sees as what he has to do in his life. It changes his view on how he should acquire power. Because we do have to remember the curse mark that was on Sasuke was always going to feed on him wanting power to defeat Itachi. But he realized that he must give in to it to be able to get what he desires. And this dude was just seeking revenge, not only for the murder of his family, but for his family's name, the Uchiha clan. But one thing we have to understand about Sasuke is that revenge wasn't just simply for the fact of revenge, but it's the fact that what else could he do? See, the massacre took place, Sasuke was nothing but a child. He couldn't do anything. But as a child rationalizing that event in his mind, he took it upon himself to know that he has to get revenge for his clan. Who else could? He's the last reigning member of the clan. He has to get revenge to keep the name of the Uchiha from being just what it was, the Uchiha massacre. And we see after Sasuke ends up leaving, Naruto fights tooth and nail to get him back, but Sasuke ends up prevailing, and like I said in the beginning of the video, he ends up not killing Naruto for the Mangekyo Sharingan because he chose to take his own path to reach the power of Itachi. And he goes to with Orochimaru. We don't really see too much of him in Shippuden in the beginning, but then we finally get him when Naruto and Sakura go on a mission to finally find the hideout of Orochimaru, and we see how much the training has brought fruit and how much he's gotten stronger for the goal that he has in his mind. And right before this, Naruto and Sakura both went on training arcs of themselves.
I remember this arc too. This arc is peak Shippuden. Like this whole like arc right here is definitely one of my most favorite arcs. Like now and then I'll go back on YouTube, watch it. I'll go back on Hulu. But dude, Sasuke was pulling up on demon time, right? Now the one thing Sasuke did in this arc that I actually found interesting was that he was able to use his Sharingan to pierce into Naruto's chakra to pretty much to visually see the nine tails, and he was able to disperse Nine Tails chakra. Okay. Now you can say, okay, well, Sasuke did this at this point. Naruto really didn't catch up to him. So Sasuke had an advantage. Yes, you can say that, but that's not something we've really seen Sasuke do after that. I mean, even the Karen, there was a couple times we've seen it like during the final fight, but there was a lot of things that Sasuke did that we don't really see him do, man. But at this point in the story, Sasuke was really that guy. He was going at it with Sai, Yamato, Naruto, like bro, he was even Sakura could get the hands, bro. Sasuke was rated E for everyone.
Helps to get stronger as well to not only save Sasuke but to progress in the ninja world as well. But we see that didn't hold a candle to what Sasuke had put himself to, and honestly he was really ready to kill his old comrades if it wasn't for Orochimaru, showing that he severed all ties with them and he's seeking revenge more than he's seeking their friendship and more than he's seeking anybody else. And we see that he's even able to enter into the seal of Naruto with his Sharingan, just showing how far he's progressed it and be able to stop Naruto from tapping into that power that he didn't even know Sasuke had or Naruto had. And this comes back to Sasuke being one of the best rivals again, because he even knew that even though right now he's stronger than Naruto, he actually is still progressing to show Naruto that regardless of where I'm at, even if I'm in the village or if I'm out, I'll always be better than you. And that was a common trope in the beginning of the series up until that point. And it shows that Naruto went through all the training to save Sasuke. But even so, Sasuke was still moving farther from Naruto, and Naruto didn't even know it because he hasn't been around Sasuke. And it also shows who resolve is deeper. And this point in the series, they both were trained by Sani for the same amount of time, but it shows who really is driven to what they're trying to seek, because we all know that Naruto wanted to be Hokage more than anybody, but Sasuke wanted.
And I was just about to say that Naruto wanted to be Hokage more than anybody, right? Sasuke just wanted to get revenge, right? But yet Naruto spent like half a series, if half, maybe the at least he spent I'll say he spent at least half the series chasing Sasuke just to realize that Sasuke is stronger than him. And then he's like, all right, shoot, I gotta train. And then it's like, okay, fine. Now it's time to lock in. But I get it, right? How can you become Hokage if you can't even save a friend? We get it. We get it. Talk no jutsu.
Wanted revenge more than anybody. And I can honestly
Who
say that
needs to
the
train,
revenge
bro?
here outcomes
Who needs to train when you got talk no jutsu? Like you could just talk yourself out of everything.
the one of being Hokage, because Sasuke's revenge is his reason for being in this series, is the reason why he decided to keep pushing, to desert his friends, to desert the friends that he actually loves and wants to be around. But we see Sasuke end up turning on Orochimaru eventually and end up killing him so he could actually be the one to actually defeat Itachi. He even told Orochimaru, there's no point in me giving you my body if I'm stronger than you now. And that's after he decides to go and gather his own team called the Heavy, and that's when he sets out to find Itachi and kill him. But we also end up seeing a lot of great deal of fights from Sasuke before he gets to achieve this goal. We see him end up fighting Deidara, one of the most greatest calculating fights of Sasuke, where we truly get to see how much has his power really progressed on the training road Orochimaru. And we saw that not only has his Sharingan increased, but his deception, and as far as his analytical skills and as far as how he moves as a ninja, has completely changed. And he's really able to go toe to toe with Ikachi members, something that even Naruto and Kakashi and everybody struggle with, but he's able to do it on his own. And the thing so funny about it is that this was also another person he was fighting, Deidara, that also hated Itachi and was also striving to fight him again one day to be able to get revenge of the humiliation that Itachi put on him. So this is a parallel of showing whose revenge is deeper, and also who's really going to be the one to stand in front of Itachi in the end of everything. And we knew it would be Sasuke, but Sasuke had to get through one bridge of somebody else's revenge just to show how deep his revenge is. Later on, we see Sasuke end up finally meeting up with Itachi to fight after Itachi's close to near death from the sickness that he has. And Sasuke is able to finally fight Itachi on an even standpoint. It's actually kind of close, but we know that Itachi is still toning him because deep down we knew the truth about Itachi, but Sasuke didn't know the truth. So he keeps fighting and keeps going with Itachi, and Itachi ends up.
And this thing is sad too, because when you really think about it, like, yes, like Itachi did take it to the grave. He was a real one, but all they really had to do was talk it out, bro. Like Sasuke's whole life was a lie, right? Up until the end, Sasuke was fighting with all of his heart, thinking that he had to get revenge on Itachi, whereas Itachi was just kind of playing more defensive, like trying to protect Sasuke. And that's the saddest part about this series, man. Like, and then I am happy that later on during the war arc, we get to see like the reanimated Itachi and Sasuke spend some time together, because it sucked, man, for what these two went through, and then to have to fight the way they did, and Itachi already taking the poison, so he already predicted the winner of the fight before the fight even happened, bro. Like, that's big bro of the year, bro.
Taking off the seal that Orochimaru had on him, freeing Sasuke of the burden of needing to do whatever to kill him, because Itachi is near death as it is. And Itachi finally ends up walking up to Sasuke and dying right there, and Sasuke has finally achieved what he was meant to achieve. And if Sasuke would have ended up going back to the village here, he would actually have been seen as a hero. Not only did he defeat one of the legendary Sani, who was a fugitive in the world, he also defeated one of two Akatsuki members, his brother and Deidara, the
And I wonder if that's something that ever went through his mind, you know? Like, look, I could go back to the village right now, leave all this behind, and I'll be a hero, you know? Or at least they'll accept you for what you did. Because Sasuke did take out a lot of notable people. I mean, at least up until he took out Danzo. That after that is like, bro, you're tweaking.
village would have seen him as a hero, basically solving many problems that the main cast couldn't solve. But he didn't go back to the village, but yeah, he was taken by Obito. And Itachi planned for this by putting a trap if Sasuke ever saw Obito's eye. But Itachi wasn't aware of the powers that Obito possessed, and Sasuke was told the truth. And this completely shadows what everything Sasuke knew about not only the ninja world, about his village, but also about Itachi. See, everything that we knew about Itachi that he did to Sasuke was out of pure love of protection. And not only that, to show Sasuke that this whole time you had a guardian angel, in a sense, that's always been looking out for you, always making sure that no matter what, you are not touched. And just off of this sheer emotion, Sasuke unlocks the Megakyo Sharingan and vows to not only destroy the leaf, but the 5 Kage themselves, especially the Hokage and the elders that reign in the village. And the biggest coincidence is right after this, the 5 Kage summon is called because Sasuke does a mission for the Akatsuki to go and capture Killer Bee, and the Killer Bee tricked them, but the attack on the village still was a very poignant thing that needed to be taken and addressed in the ninja world. But Sasuke uses the opportunity to exact his revenge on the Kage, and mainly the Hokage. And the perfect thing is Danzo was put in office around this time after what happened to the Leaf Village with Tsunade. And one of the most powerful things I feel like that we saw was him running into Gaara and their whole views completely flipping. Gaara being the one that's talking him down, but in the original, Sasuke was the one trying to fight Gaara, and Gaara was the one that was out of control and just wanted pure nothing but death and rage. But Sasuke ends up finally being able to get the Danzo after fighting Gaara and the Raikage and many other Kage, and he finally ends up being able to exact his revenge for the Uchiha clan and for Itachi. But he's not done here. He actually wants to destroy the village and also kill Tsunade as well, and just fully understand how deep his revenge goes. And we see him even willing to kill Sakura, but this was also after her trying to kill him twice. But still though, that shows just how far he's willing to go. And even Sakura questions is that Sasuke just tried to kill her and Naruto had to save her. And Naruto's not even really worried about that, but he's worried about his friend, because that is the driving force of what Naruto's trying to do in this ninja world, is to fully sympathize with what Sasuke is feeling. And the funny thing is that when they finally meet, he actually does know what he's feeling like a little bit, because before in the valley when they fought, Sasuke says you don't understand because you didn't have nobody to begin with, but Sasuke did. He had a family, he had a mom, a dad, a brother, and he lost them all. But Naruto's born with nobody, but he acquired Jiraiya, and Naruto coming to Sasuke at this time had lost Jiraiya, so he can truly know what Sasuke is going through better than anyone now. Well, not better than anyone, but he can finally at least relate with him on a different level. But Sasuke still isn't moved by what Naruto is doing, because he's blinded by the rage that he's feeling, because his whole life he thought that it was meant to get revenge for his name, for his family, but really his revenge should have been pointed for the very thing that he was living in, the village. But after he finally gets to meet back up with Itachi after he's reanimated and get to actually see the loving care of his brother that he never really felt until before the massacre, he finally needs to understand what it truly means to be a shinobi, what it truly means to be someone in this ninja world that's actually willing to put aside everything for the village. So he goes to talk to the main people who established it, the first Hokage and all the Hokage after him. And after this, we learn not only of Hashirama's backstory, but Madara's backstory, and how Naruto and them are pretty much similar. And we know that they're the reincarnations of Ashura and Indra, but they didn't know that. And Sasuke uses this story that Hashirama tells him to not only go and help the leader in the war, but to fight and go go back and be teamed up with Naruto. But after the war and after finally defeating the enemy, Sasuke's whole ideology is really shown when he's going to say that he's going to be a Hokage like his brother. And he understands that the main Hokage and all the Kage in general were the reason why the world was put into the system that it was. So he was not only going to execute them, but he was going to lock away the Tail Beast and kill Naruto and fully put the world into order that he thinks it deserves. So Naruto has one final test to get through to his friend.
Like, yeah, bro, because you caused all this pain, suffering, I'm gonna lock you away. I'm gonna kill you though. I'm gonna kill you. Don't worry. I'm gonna do a way better job than you did. Like, bruh, holy shit, Sasuke. I remember watching that in the war arc when the Sage of Six Paths was like, and you, Sasuke, has what you wanted changed? And all of a sudden, you just see the eye. Fucking Renegon started up. He goes crazy, bruh. Sasuke, dude. Oh my god, bruh.
And finally, at the end, Sasuke's able to give in, understanding his wrongs, and finally being able to submit to what happened. He sees that not only did Naruto never get brought up on him, but he also saw that it was the other way around. Naruto was never really chasing Sasuke. Sasuke was chasing Naruto. But the one thing that we have to understand with this revelation is that Sasuke knew that if he finally was able to catch Naruto, that would be the reason why he stopped doing what he was doing. So he never ran, but he walked. See, with Sasuke, we learned that not only was he always looking towards Naruto and seeing how strong Naruto was with all he had to handle, but he always saw that his quick resolve always came in handy. Naruto, no matter what, always rose above the occasion. And Sasuke put this towards himself and saw as if he was weak or not, or is he strong. But we later know that now they have made this a friendship and not a rivalry. And we see that Sasuke is something that we ought to know and be able to understand, because we've all lost. We've all wanted revenge in our hearts to be taken out by actually giving into it. But usually most people in our lives come and give us consolement or be there for us. And that was Naruto to Sasuke.
So look, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys jump in the comments down below. I want to have a conversation. How do you guys feel about Sasuke? I know there's going to be a bunch of you guys down there and they're saying he's emo, he's this and that, undeserved. But I'm not going to lie. I know the show is called Naruto, but there were some points where I actually wanted Sasuke to win. And of course, you know he's not, right? His name isn't on the show, but still, man, Sasuke is one of those guys, bro. But yeah, jump in the comments. Do you guys think Sasuke is misunderstood? It's your boy, KIDSTATIIC. I'm out. Peace.